Big 12 Media Days here in Las Vegas, and Keaton Thomas joins us. KT, we had you on when you committed to Baylor. We haven't. This is the first time we've gotten to meet you in person. Like the drip you've got going on here today. Who's the best dressed among you guys today?
Yeah, definitely myself.
Okay, so you're like whatever kind of tie that Richard Reese has on. You think you've topped that?
Oh yeah, I love the little heart tie and the little his handkerchief. It's nice, but I definitely have to say myself.
So where does the fashion sense come from?
I get it from my pops. He's a big suit guy. I've been a big suit guy since I was young. So I mean, I love suits. I like to mix up colors. I don't like to be too bland with it. So I figured I'd come out with some type of plaid and a little red to make it pop.
Yeah, no, it's definitely popping. So to be here, to be wearing this suit in Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. You just arrived, but you're here representing Baylor. Talk about that opportunity to be here, and just how's your time been so far?
Yeah, before I answer that, I have something to say to my special fans back at home in American Sign Language. So. But yeah, no, it's been an amazing experience. Like it's a blessing to be able to represent the community of Waco, the university, and Coach Aranda and the great staff that believed in me and gave me the opportunity to be here. So I mean, like it was a no-brainer. As soon as they asked me, man, I was smiling ear to ear. I was ready to go.
Yeah.
So what did you tell your fans there?
I was just letting my special fans know that I see them and I hear y'all and that we're stronger together and I love y'all.
How long have you known sign language?
A little bit. I'm not super fluent, but it ebbs and flows, and I try to fill it out. And it really started back in middle school. One of my friends, he was deaf and hard of hearing, but he was a great athlete, and we connected over sports. And then, man, he had an interpreter, and she started to teach me a little bit, and it kind of just went from there.
You are entering a linebacker room that's now coached by Dave Aranda. You've got Matt Jones. Is there an intensity there that you've seen through that group?
Definitely. I wasn't there before Jaren, but when I got there, from what I understood, the intensity that Coach Aranda was given was a completely different dynamic. It's been awesome. He's very intense, very technique oriented. We're the things we're doing I've never done or seen outside of a football room, right? And I think that the way that he has us learning and how we're sharpening our skills and getting bigger in the weight room and then making sure to maximize our off time and recovery, but also getting extra work in as well. It's great. Like we've learned so much just about football and how to play the game within the game.
So you're outside linebacker, right?
Weak side
linebacker. How would you describe just the linebacker room and kind of the way you guys are being utilized and in your role specifically? What are they asking you to do? What was the goal when bringing you in? What do they want to see?
Yeah, so the first thing we talked about is just what do I want to do with football, and then how do I want myself to apply to defense, and how versatile do I want myself to be? So I get a chance to show I can blitz, cover, win my one-on-ones in the pass rush, coming off the edge, and then, of course, tackling, making open field tackles, and dominating. Across the board, we have all different types of body types, all different types of skills, a lot of different packages to fit guys and their play styles. And then, of course, we have our typical base for guys that can do it all. And so across the room, man, we're phenomenal. I feel that there's a lot of excitement and a lot of vigor to get after it. Now, me personally, I will be our rover, which is our weak side backer. If you look at the 2019 LSU defense, you'll see Patrick Queen. So I'll be doing a little bit of what he was doing. And then Matt across from me will be more like Jacob Phillips in that role and just kind of being interchangeable and making sure that we can play off each other's back.
Look, that's a nice little deep cut there on the 2019 LSU team. Look, Garrett's an LSU fan. He's fired up hearing those names right there. All right, I have to ask you about the steak because Carl just told us that he won. I feel that there is a dispute coming, and we might have to get third-party confirmation, like maybe video review. I'm not sure.
Yes.
But we'll go to the restaurant and get the security camera.
Yes,
we'll do that. But he says he won.
No. I'm not going to lie. We both got tomahawks.
Yeah.
He got medium well. I got medium rare.
I
told him you made a mistake.
Yeah.
Because me personally, I can eat protein all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't eat carbs through the week, except for a little bit. So, man, I'm killing it. he's struggling. Like, he's about to fall asleep in the seat. I'm like, bro, just admit your loss. And he finally did it. I mean, the whole table saw him do it. So I'm like, bro, why are you going to sit up here and lie to Sic'Em?
Medium well.
Yeah, medium well is crazy,
well,
right?
come on.
That's what and it's not like we didn't have any sauce on the side either.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really fancy, really nice restaurant. So I'm like, bro, there's no sauce.
Yeah.
With medium well, you need some type of sauce.
Yeah.
So he was not a big tomahawk guy, and might not be again moving forward. Were you a big tomahawk guy?
I love steak. I love any type of cut. New York strip, rib eyes. That was my first time actually ever having a tomahawk. So, it was awesome. It was good. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, sounds like it.
KT, you're in a new spot in Texas. You played in community college in Mississippi. You came from Florida. How do all those experiences and like you kind of move through the football world where it's different? Like high school football in Texas is a much bigger deal than it is in Florida. But having grown up there like you did, like the talent in Florida is just unbelievable.
Definitely.
Like there's no boring games.
Yeah.
Like one of those things. Like so how have you kind of like learned through like those different spots and like grown as a player and a person?
Yeah, great question. Younger, I really never thought or really never knew how far football could take me. Like, I've been to some states I never think I would be in. Like, even here, being in Nevada for football, it's crazy. It's amazing. It's a blessing. Man, it's different all across. Like, Florida, it's really fast. There's a lot of speed. Development-wise, you actually don't learn too much in high school. Like, outside of cover 3 and cover 1, I really didn't know defense. Then Mississippi ball is like old school. You'll see a lot of power I formations. They still use a lot of fullbacks, a lot of pulling schemes, GT, GY, counter. So it's really a smash mouth football is what they call it. So you just got to be ready to hit. And then being out here, it's a little bit of a mix of both. You got a lot of bigger bodies, some speed, and then some smarts as well. Because, like you said, Texas football is really big. The coaching is advanced. So a lot of these guys know their stuff.
What's it like to have Dave Aranda there to learn from, lean on, and to teach you guys? And then, Gary Patterson and whoever else you want to rattle off. I mean, as a football lover, I can imagine just absorbing that knowledge. What's that experience been like?
It's the greatest experience of my life. Growing up, some of the LSU guys. My mom's from New Orleans, so I watched them growing up. I watched his games at Wisconsin, even some in Hawaii, Utah. Like, man, I've been a Aranda fanatic since the jump. The things that he's been able to do and the things he's been able to teach people and help them develop into the best defensive players / linebackers that they can be. I mean, it's awesome. Like, it's somebody I definitely look up to. We have conversations outside of football too that can help. That interchange with football, and I mean, he's a great guy on and off the field, and he's a hard coach as well. Like, I like that. Even the other day I texted him like, what do I need to do to make that leap, to make that jump? Like, if I can make this one and done, how can I do it? He even brought some guys in like Trell Bernard and Devin White. I got a chance to talk to them a couple of weeks ago at his house, and I don't have enough good things to say. Like, it's crazy. He's awesome.
Do you have like? I mean, like linebackers, like you could just rattle them off, right? Like,
Yes, sir.
Do you have guys that you really like? And you clearly are kind of a coach nerd too, right?
Yes,
do you
sir.
like, when you find out defensive coordinators, linebacker coaches, you kind of follow those guys around?
Definitely. There's a lot of guys. If we're just talking about Big 12 specifically, love Kenneth Murray. He's on the Tennessee Titans right now. Trell Bernard. Love Trell Bernard.
Yeah.
Man, that dude's elite. Who else who was really good back in the day? There's a lot of guys. Coaching-wise, Gary Patterson, watched a lot of his ball. I talk GP. GP's hilarious. He's always got a story to tell. So, yeah, be ready when you talk to him. Definitely a fanatic of football.
Just how do you feel about the way the defense is shaping up, the team itself? I mean, you guys are going to start working out here in a bit and getting ready, man. I mean, this is kind of the unofficial start to the season in a way. How do you feel about just what you've experienced so far, and what do you think you guys can do?
Right. So, great question. January, I got there, and we're fighting an uphill battle. And when I say that, I mean like regimen, making sure that guys are locked in, knocking that immaturity out from some of the young bucks who honestly had a lot of playing time last season. And so once spring ball rolled around, I feel like that was knocked out. Everybody was on their business. Everybody was there to maximize the opportunity that we've been graciously given by God and the coaching staff. And man, we're ready to go. I feel like everybody's tenacious. We're hungry. and we're ready to be fast and physical on offense and defense. I think that once we got that rock over the hill, man, I mean, it's smooth sailing.
KT, good luck in trying to tell Carl like how to cook a steak and like what those things are. Congratulations on your win. Look, medium rare. I'm just qualifying him from it. It's so great to see you in person. We talked to you that like the day you committed.
Yes, sir.
And best of luck in the season. Been great having you over here.
Thank you for having me.
That is Baylor linebacker Keaton Thomas here on 365 Sports.